Pan, not to be confused with panned, because there's no D in there. Hell yeah, man. Tonight we're gonna watch our fat intake. We're gonna watch it from the fork to the face. Take that meat out and let it sit for about a half an hour to maybe 40 minutes. You wanna get that down to room temperature. The goal is to have this cook through and through. If you're lucky enough to own a Spectra like us, you're gonna turn that oven up to 275. We're gonna let that preheat before putting the steak in. Another trick you may not be aware of when it comes to steak is simplicity. Our two main ingredients are salt and pepper. We're gonna use a little bit of this kosher salt, spend a little bit of extra dollars. Don't get that table shit. This is much better. Put a little bit of salt on there, and you can actually put a lot. Little bit or a lot, but mainly just put a lot. You wanna make sure you get that salt on both sides of this piece of meat. You also want to make sure you get that salt on both sides of this piece of meat. Now that you've got your steak salted, you take your little pepper, fresh ground pepper, and you put that on top. Again, the key to making this good steak is simplicity. Salt and pepper. Less is more. Flip it, pepper it, and tip it. Room temperature steak. They've been seasoned. We're gonna go ahead and put them on our baking dish. And these are going in the oven. We're about to begin the process of magic. In goes the steak into the oven. All right, man, if you're anything like a true American hero, you realize that a real steak is nothing without a tater. One of the ways to speed up the cooking is to jab this with your fork. You really want to get a lot of holes in there. This is gonna allow the moisture and the molecules to speed up the cooking process. Once you're done with this, it's as simple as just putting it in the microwave and letting that bitch cook for about 15 minutes. You'll pull it out and you won't be none the wiser. Was it in the oven? No, it was in the microwave oven. While you're waiting for them taters to get cooked, if you got a helper, you can have them cut to chives for your tater. We're gonna bring our pan up to a high heat. All right, now that it's out of the oven, we're gonna pan sear this bitch for about a minute on either side. All right, man, I had a problem. I had to cut to directly to eating because I was hungry. Steak done, fun done, dinner done, eating, fat to the face. Mo, don't be a disgrace.